Hey, welcome to this channel, guys. And yeah, you're in the right place, you're in the right channel, you're in the right video, you're watching the right thing. Yes, here we discuss issues to do with parenting, childhood, child upbringing, breastfeeding mama, pregnant mamas, and all that. Yeah, the topics are wide, but today I want to share on how to increase your milk supply, or how to make sure that if you start breastfeeding, this time that you are starting breastfeeding, then after some time, then you go short of milk, then you're like, what's happening then? But today I'm just going to discuss on how you can have that continuous milk flow throughout your breastfeeding time. So let's just jump in and discuss on a few things. I have this little bird here who is disturbing my back. Yeah, but let's just continue. We're just going to look at a few things that can help you to make sure that you have that stable milk supply from the day go. What are you supposed to be doing so that you can have that continuous milk supply? And you're going to talk about 5-6 things, if not so more than that. So let's just jump into the first thing that you're supposed to not take note. And here, when I'm talking to take note, from the day you start breastfeeding, because you know that all these are veins connected, and it's like they communicate. If they see that the continuous persist, that means also the milk flow will continue flowing at the rate that you like. So let's look at one thing that you're supposed to be doing. A first-time mom or mom in general: frequent nursing or pumping. If you have decided to breastfeed, then make sure that you get rid of the milk. You know that they say that breastfeeding, you can breastfeed 8 to 12 times within 24 hours. So make sure that you stay to that schedule. You nurse often. You breastfeed often. And if you breastfeed, you make sure that your breast is empty completely. So nursing frequently, it will help you, because as I've said, that the veins have that connection. So if you keep breastfeeding, that means that the connection also will be told that here we have to continue making these things flow. The ducts should continue flowing. So nursing frequently is one thing that can help you to have that continuous flow. Or pumping. And here on pumping, what I mean here, if you have chosen to pump and breastfeed, because there are those who you pump, then you breastfeed, it's also okay for pumping, for storage. So after you have breastfed, make sure you also pump. That to get rid of all the excess milk that is within, so that you can have that continuous connection of pumping and breastfeeding. But then the other thing that we are going to talk about is to ensure proper latch. This is very important. If you want to have that continuous milk supply, make sure that you ensure that proper latch. And as I say about proper latch, is to make sure that you breastfeed properly from day go. The way you breastfeed your baby should be properly. Your baby gets enough latch, enough milk supply, enough the baby is suckling all that milk, the nipple is inside, the areola is inside the baby's mouth. So make sure that the proper latch is very important. And here, when you talk of proper latch, you talk like breastfeeding positions, how you position your baby while breastfeeding, how enough milk your baby is getting. That will help you to have that continuous milk supply. But then the other thing you can do that is breastfeed on demand. You know, there's this time whereby you're like, no, I have to just wait for that tight schedule. I've scheduled that I'll be breastfeeding after some hours. No, that one you'll get confused between the connection and breastfeed. So just breastfeed on demand. If your baby is giving you cues of hunger, maybe if your baby is crying or what, just breastfeed, because it helps to stimulate those veins to continue, that the process should continue. You don't stop that you breastfeed, then you wait for 5 hours or 10 hours, then you breastfeed. But if you have that continuity, it helps to stimulate this the veins, and they know that we need to keep producing. We need to keep, so having that breastfeeding on demand, it's also something very, very, very important. And also the other thing is empty both breasts. This one is also another important thing, to empty both breasts. Sometimes, because you find that it's like, for me, it was very easier to breastfeed on this, because you find I'm not a left arm person, I'm the right arm person. So you find that it's very easy for me to keep breastfeeding on this right arm, because I can hold it properly. I can, so I find that I miss out this one. But it's also very important. What's up? It's very important to breastfeed on both breasts. Empty both breasts. If you breastfeed this one, make sure that you also empty this one. If you empty this one, make sure that you empty this one. So make sure that all the connection, because if you keep breastfeeding on this one, that means, that's why you find that some ladies are like, my one breast brings a lot of milk and the other one just brings a few drops. Why is this? Because you are just used of making breastfeeding only on one breast. You forget about this one. So this one becomes reluctant. They are not using me, so why should I produce more milk? So you find that it also becomes reluctant, and you find there's fewer milk, or little milk, I can say, that comes from this one breast, and much milk comes from one breast if you are used to only breastfeeding one breast. So make sure that you empty both breasts, and this one will help you to have that continuity of milk supply. The other thing is, I would like to also encourage parents, although sometimes it becomes difficult, avoid pacifiers and bottle feeding in those early weeks. You find that because you feel you are so tired, you're like, let me just give a pacifier to my baby, and your baby just continues suckling that pacifier, and your baby becomes used to the pacifier, and then you forget about breastfeed. Your baby is with the pacifier for 3 hours or 4 hours, then your breast becomes, they forget that they're supposed to do their role. So in those first weeks, you can use a pacifier afterwards or bottle feed afterwards, but in those few weeks, because you want to make sure that your babies become used to your nipple and everything, and also this, it will prevent you nipple confusion. Your baby like, is this, you're giving a pacifier, is this a nipple or pacifier? Then after some time you are on the breast, then after some you are on the bottle. So this one will bring confusion to your baby. Confusion to your baby between the nipple, pacifier, and the bottle. So just in those few weeks of from giving birth, make sure that you only breastfeed for a few weeks. Then you can resume to the pacifier, whatever you want. But I'll prefer you avoid pacifier in those few weeks. But then the other thing is, mama, stay hydrated. You are breastfeeding and you want to have that milk supply continuously. So also yourself, stay hydrated. Drink a lot of water. Eat well. Have a balanced diet, so that when you eat well, also milk supply will continue and the flow will not stop. So stay hydrated, rest and reduce stress. As I've said, it's connection. All this is connection. So if you are triggered up here, your mind is not settled, you are confused, you are stressed, also the milk supply will reduce. So make sure that you have enough rest, you relax yourself, no stress, stay stress free. I know it's going to be difficult because you are thinking about the baby, everything, but try to tune up here so that you can have that continuity of milk supply. But the other thing, avoid things like smoke. So smoking and alcohol will trigger out will affect the breast milk supply. So if you are a mother that you have chosen exclusive feeding, breastfeeding, make sure that you avoid those things. Too much caffeine. They say that there's some limit you can take, but don't take too much caffeine. Don't take too much alcohol. Don't take alcohol. In fact, alcohol don't take at all. Don't smoke, because this will, first of all, it will affect your breast milk supply, and also that what you take in, it what goes to the baby. So as they advise, don't do that. The other thing is, skin to skin contact can also help stimulate your breast milk flow. When you're having skin to skin, sometimes just stay naked, sometimes remove your clothes and your baby, especially in those first few weeks, and have your contact, skin to skin to the baby. This one, they say that the warmth of the baby, if it combined with your warmth of the body, it stimulates. Stimulation. It stimulates the breast milk flow. So make sure that you have that skin to skin contact if you want to have a continuity on milk supply. Also, the other thing is there are some herbal supplements you can use. You can be advised by your physicians. There are some supplements, like there's some kind of tea, I don't know, but then you can just seek advice that you can use that can help you to boost some milk supply. But the other thing, also check underlying issues. If you have maybe some hormonal imbalance, or they call it thyroid problems, if you have got medication issues, all this, they can affect the milk supply. So you also check underlying issues. If there's any issue that reduces your milk supply, also check for those issues. They will help you to continue having a lot of milk supply. If you check for all those issues, if everything is okay, you are taking your supplements, you are avoiding smoking and things like that, so they will help you continue having that breast milk supply increased. So hopefully you have enjoyed this topic for today, and stay hydrated, mamas, and stay breastfeeding. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.
Bye.